What is this human milk bank?
Who are not getting the breast milk, it's a birthright to get breast milk. It is our duty to see that it is safe.
What kind of babies actually use this kind of milk from a milk bank?
We from Ramakrishna, our team was thinking like we should be starting a milk bank. Our milk bank is providing mother's milk free of cost. We have baby born from 600 grams to 1000 grams.
You will say no to a mother that we are not giving you breast milk.
It's very rude to say that. We ensure things like that the mother has got appropriate health.
I want to know how many liters of milk approximately every year is being collected and used.
In this 4 years, we have almost 16 lakhs ml of milk.
Welcome to Feminine Systems, the podcast where we not only heal and empower women, but also reimagine systems around her. I'm Dr. D, an integrative gynecologist, an author and entrepreneur. Today we are going to talk about the first food or the first medicine a human being gets, the breast milk or the liquid gold I call. Not every infant gets it. Not every mother is able to give it. So what happens when somebody doesn't give it? Who fills the gap? Today's guest, part of a quiet revolution, Coimbatore's first private human milk bank. We welcome Dr. Suja, consultant neonatologist, Sri Ramakrishna Hospitals, Coimbatore. Welcome, Dr. Suja. Welcome to Feminine Systems. It's a pleasure to have you today here.
Thank you, Dr. D. I'm extremely happy to be part of this. I think we are going to share many views on this podcast.
Yeah, sure. Let me not take too much of your time. We will dive deep into the questions. Everybody is aware of blood banks. What is this human milk bank?
It's almost the same concept. We all accept that there will be some human who will be requiring blood at some point in his life. And we also accept that it is safe to donate blood for a person in need. The milk bank is also same. There are little newborn babies who are not getting the breast milk. It is a right, it's a birthright to get breast milk. There are some mothers who are in some part of the city or even sometimes some other city who is having excess mother's milk and she wants to donate her milk to some other baby. So a milk bank acts as a bridge between two. So we collect milk from the mother who is having excess milk. We bring it to a milk bank, we process it, we test it. And at some point of time, some baby will be requiring milk for some other reasons. So then this milk will be provided to the baby. So we'll be connecting mothers and babies across even more than 100 kilometers.
Oh, interesting. So like blood bank, human milk bank. Great. So is this donated milk safe, doctor?
It is our duty to see that it is safe. Mother's milk is the safest and the purest form. But I accept there are some processes involved, like a mother is expressing, she's storing it, then she's sending it across to our milk bank. So the milk can get contaminated at some times. So what we are doing in our milk bank, first at the mother's perspective, when the mother wishes to donate, we screen her either physically or we get her gynecologist reports. We get our blood test reports, like all pregnant women are tested for HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, which is a routine blood test. They might not be aware that it has been done on them, but that blood test report will be there. So we collect their blood test report. If it has been done less than 6 months, we accept that report. But if it is an old blood test report, we ask her to repeat it because these are infections that can be transmitted to the breast milk. Okay. And once the milk is received in her part, we test it for bacterial contamination. We pasteurize it. Pasteurization is a process where we almost purify the breast milk and once again we test the milk for any contamination with bacteria. Only if there is zero bacteria in the breast milk and the mother's reports are all negative, this milk is then deemed fit for being given to any baby. Then we store it and the baby who might be needing it might come after 2 days, 3 days, sometimes 2 weeks and then this milk will be provided to that baby. So please understand that it is frozen tested breast milk.
Got it, got it. What kind of babies actually use this kind of milk from a milk bank?
Any baby can benefit from a donor's breast milk, but our focus is primarily on the small babies in NICUs across the city.
Okay.
We have babies born from 600 grams to 1000 grams. In our NICUs and in NICUs across the city, all big NICUs have such small babies. These babies cannot digest formula. They have zero immunity and you have to provide immunity to them in some other form also. Unfortunately, they are born to mothers because of some medical complications. So many a times a mother will be sick herself, she'll be having high BP record, she will be in the ICU, or because of facilities, mother would have delivered in one small village and the baby would have been brought to one big NICU in the city. So they would have been separated. Now, when these babies need to be fed, if mother's milk is not available, then donor mother's milk becomes a second best choice.
So for babies weighing 600 grams to 1 kg,
Yes,
is it even salvageable these days?
they are getting survived. Now,
Okay.
surviving is a right for every baby, right?
Yeah.
We don't look whether they will survive. We'll do everything to make them survive. And our donor mothers are playing a big role in it.
Very interesting. Such a noble thought and act. So now we saw what kind of babies get the milk from a human milk bank. Let's say I am a mother who's breastfeeding my baby and I have excess milk. What makes me eligible or fit to donate, and how do I donate?
The first eligibility is mine to donate. So once
Can you repeat it once again? So
the first eligibility is a mind to donate. So
Okay.
if you think I want to donate my breast milk, whatever barriers are there, we will try to overcome it. We won't say no. There might be small or big barriers. We'll try to overcome it. First thing is, as I told you, should have been screened already. So if you're not been screened, you don't have a blood test, we are happy to repeat it free of cost, the blood test for you. Second thing is, you should not have any chronic illness, or rather than illness, you should not be on any medicines which are contraindicated during breastfeeding.
got it.
So we will get your medication history also. Third thing, you should not be having any active infections in your breast, like a breast abscess, or you should not be having this herpes infections on your nipple, which can get transmitted through breast milk. It is a big commitment on the part of the mother. So when you're meeting you, when we're registering you as a donor, we'll be examining you once. But afterwards also, like 2 weeks into donation, suddenly you developed a pustule in your nipple, you should stop donating. You can collect the milk, but please don't donate it.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So, and how is it collected, sent it to the milk bank? How is it done?
You see, ideally, what is perfect is that the mother walks into the milk bank. We
Okay.
we examine her there itself. She should be having a proper wash on the breast. We collect the milk in the milk bank itself. We store it immediately and then we process it in the next day. But now trends are changing. Nobody is visiting hospitals very frequently. And this milk bank was actually inaugurated amidst the COVID pandemic. So what happened?
Okay.
Nobody was actually ready to visit the hospital at all. They won't visit for their own illness, or they won't come for donating also.
Correct.
So what we made it possible was that we taught the mothers for home donation. So whenever they are having excess milk, they can have their personal breast pump. They can sterilize the pump. They can express the milk, and there are now Ziploc bags available, which are Milk Bank and Rotary is providing free of cost to the donating mothers. So they can put it in the Ziploc bag, and our advice is freeze it immediately. No keeping it in room temperature, no keeping it in the refrigerator. Freeze the milk immediately. Put it in the freezer and freeze it. See, wait for a week or so. If your own baby is not requiring the excess milk, give us a call. We have a toll-free helpline number. So one of our volunteers, which we'll be discussing later, will be coming to your home with an ice bag, with a vaccine carrier, to collect the milk from your home, to collect all your reports and take it to the milk bank for further processing. Our milk bank nurse, once you are registered as a donor, will be calling you. She will verify all your reports. She will be calling you for further details, like whether you're having any medication, whether you're having any infections, and then we'll be processing the milk. Suppose when we are testing the milk, we find some evidence of bacteria, we will troubleshoot it. We will discard that milk, but we'll again come back to the mother.
Okay.
We'll see how she's sterilizing. We will tell, like, please be careful about the sterilization. We'll see how she is storing it. So as I told you, the mind to donate is a first eligibility criteria. Even if there are some hurdles, we will troubleshoot it.
Okay, great. So, Coimbatore's first milk bank, Nectar of Life, situated at Sri Ramakrishna Hospitals. How did this come into existence? Can you tell us more about the origin story of this milk bank?
So as you told, I'm a neonatologist. So every neonatologist, I think in all part of Tamil Nadu, they would be having a desire that the babies that they are treating, should have accessibility to breast milk.
Absolutely. Even the gynecologists want it.
Yes.
So-
Okay. Okay. It was like we from Ramakrishna, our team was thinking like we should be starting a milk bank. But we had our own hurdles, like who will be donating, whether we'll be able to run it on the long run. Rotary Cotton City, who's a partner, who's a major, or
You
the
mean Rotary Club of Coimbatore
Cotton City. They are the
Okay.
major contributor to the Nectar of Life Mother's Milk Bank in our hospital.
Okay.
So they wanted to launch something extremely new. Apart from their, they are doing blood donation drives and everything. They're donating for cancer survivors and all. But they wanted to do something unique for the newborn babies. And there was actually a newly launched company which was developing this breast milk pasteurization equipments.
Okay.
So they were also looking for people who will be investing in their equipments.
Okay.
So this was happening through the COVID pandemic. It happened in 2021. So the company person connected us. They told the hospital is looking to develop a milk bank, and they told the Rotary people. So once we started talking, it was all a go ahead from the beginning itself.
Okay.
So our hospital, our team was ready to set up a milk bank and run it.
Okay.
Rotary was ready to sponsor all the equipments and the disposables.
Okay.
But then we had issues like we don't have any contacts. It was COVID. Who are we going to ask to donate? Who's going to come to donate? Then two superb NGOs, Coimbatore Parenting Network and Achindya Pregnancy Classes, Mr. Rajeshwari, they came into role. So we requested them whether they can promote our milk bank and whether they will be able to create awareness and support their mothers. They are in touch with thousands of mothers, right? So we wanted help in launching our milk bank. Now that relationship has grown even further. It was not just an initiation. Now they are continuous contributors to our milk bank. They educate mothers. They collect the milk themselves and then come and donate in our milk bank. Rotary volunteers are also doing the same. So it has now become a deep-rooted relationship. And you would have heard, if something has to happen, the whole environment will work towards it, making it happen.
Universe, right?
Whole universe will make it happen.
Conspires. So, I think I should quote Paulo Coelho.
Paulo Coelho. Yeah,
in Alchemist, when you wish for something, the whole universe conspires to.
So it was like that.
And especially at a time like COVID. At this juncture, I want the viewers to comment on the channel. Which is the first human milk bank, in which country it was first launched? You can find out and please comment on the channel. So going on to, there is a very unique feature about this Nectar of Life milk bank, which is a private milk bank. You have innovated and launched something called Milk Bank ATM. Milk Bank, again ATM. It's all very, very interesting and very a novel thing. Can you tell us more about the Milk Bank ATM?
ATM is anytime mother's milk. Okay. So we didn't think that launching a milk bank is easy. To state that in India there are almost 125 milk banks. But
in India 125. How much in Tamil Nadu?
I think in Tamil Nadu by now there should be at least 42 to 45 milk banks.
Okay.
We don't have, unfortunately, we don't have a registry where they keep counting these things. So it is an arbitrary number.
Okay, but still we are 30% of the India's milk banks are in Tamil Nadu.
We are pioneers.
Interesting.
So our target was, our means the Ramakrishna Hospital, Rotary Club, Coimbatore Parenting Network, everybody's target was that this milk should be accessible to every newborn who needs it in the city.
Okay.
It is not just Ramakrishna Hospital, NICU 600 gram baby, but if 100 kilometers away, a baby is needing milk for any reason, we thought that this milk should be accessible to that neonate. So we started moving milk from a milk bank. So we used to have Nectar Bees who carry this milk from a milk bank and go and distribute to the baby. The parents were coming. We have parents coming in from Chennai. There were twins in Chennai in one of the private hospitals. They were in short of mother's milk. The mother did not have milk, and even donor breast milk was scarce in Chennai. So there was a set of parents. Their aunt was in Coimbatore. She used to drive every Saturday and Sunday from Chennai. She used to come here, collect breast milk from us, take it to the babies. We used to store it in reusable bottles. So she used to take it there. She used to use it. She used to bring back the empty bottles. And then she used to take fresh bottles from us. All this with the ice packs so that the milk remains frozen. So
this is the aunt.
This is an aunt. So she was the messenger between the running to and fro between Chennai and Coimbatore.
Wow.
Every week to collect the breast milk. So we wanted that
So
milk.
you supply not just to Ramakrishna Hospital, but across any babies
Approx
around.
any baby.
Yeah.
Even there are some babies in home. We have given to babies who have been, they've lost their mother during the delivery process. So they're newborns, they need mother's milk. So we have given it to them. We have given it to adoptive parents. They have adopted a newborn baby. They want mother's milk for the baby. We have given it to them.
Okay.
We have given milk to babies of cancer survivors. Mother is a cancer survivor. She's on chemotherapy. We have given milk even to them. So we give them to Tirupur, Erode, Chennai, even went to Bangalore.
Wow, it's very interesting. Doctor, can you just tell me a comparison between, donated breast milk versus formula milk, or the commercially available, milk powders, which usually people give for the infants. So can you, is there any difference to choose between either of them? And how somebody has to decide on it.
Okay. So this Chennai aunt I was mentioning, right? She was asking me the entire question. She loved her brother so much that when he told go and get milk for my children, she was coming to and fro.
Okay.
But she was getting tired, and some point of time she caught me and asked, ma'am, should I give only donor milk to my brother's children? Earlier days we used to give all this formula and all. Why are you not suggesting this formula milk to his babies? So I think it is a very valid question. She's dedicated, but even in the dedicated aunt's mind, there was a question: why not formula? Why this donor?
Yeah, it is tiring. Honestly, every week somebody has to drive, procure, come back, and again do this, repeat it. It's a tiring process.
It's a tiring process.
Yeah.
Even when you think of installing a breast milk bank, the question will come, right? Is it required?
Correct.
Why we have so many tins of formula? Why should we install and run a milk bank? I believe in God, and I think God's plan is the best plan. Mother's milk is what God has given for every child. I think the human species have undergone so much evolution, and they have been able to survive so many catastrophes because of breastfeeding. Breastfeeding has made an important role in it. Scientifically, if you compare, the proteins, sugar content, lactose, everything the companies, formula milk manufacturers are trying to match the mother's milk. But what we call as live components, for example, the mother's milk have live immune cells. The mother's milk has some components called as lactoferrin, lysozymes, immunoglobulins. All these, till this point, with so many advancements in science, they have not been able to incorporate in a safe way in the formula milk. Whatever said and done, formula milk has been manufactured from cow's milk ultimately. So the proteins are totally different.
Correct. Like we also say up to 1 year, don't give cow's milk on a normal thing, right? Like up to 1 year, baby, the doctors recommend no cow's milk.
Yes.
Right? Because it's high on sodium, high on fat and everything.
Yeah.
Right?
The sodium and calcium has been adjusted in the formula milk, but still it is made from the basic protein.
It's from cow's milk. And today I also see like cows are all, they are, cultivated and bred in a way that a lot of hormone injections are given.
Yeah.
And
look at us as a society. We are breeding cows just for providing milk. We are taking their milk. We are selling. We are making them into a powder, giving it to babies.
Correct.
So once a society becomes a breastfeeding society, that mothers will breastfeed. If milk is not available, another mother's milk will be given. We feel that the entire human systems, the immune system will be better. And as I told you, because of the active immune components in even though the mother's milk has been pasteurized, there are a lot of immune components which are retained in the donor breast milk also, which helps prevent active infection in the newborn who is receiving it. It helps prevent damage to the intestine. It helps to prevent any allergic tendencies in the future. So, mother's milk is the best, no doubt about that.
I also see that difference when a formula-fed baby is nicely, bubbly and chubby, which is, it is purely, it increases that adiposity, right?
Yes.
And still, we don't have much studies about something on the long term.
We don't have.
Right?
So,
we
don't because
20, 30 years, nobody's following up them and
we don't know whether the risk of diabetes and all, we don't know. But till this point, God made mother's milk for babies. So
very ideal fit,
ideal fit. Okay. So when it is available, it should be made accessible also to all the babies. So that's what a milk bank does.
Absolutely. So only during this lactation a mother is able to give milk. So then means nature has made it in such a way it has to be given. We talked about availability. We talked about accessibility. Now we need to talk about the affordability. I am a mother who has an infant who is a newborn and I'm not able to breastfeed. How affordable is it for me to come and procure milk from your milk bank?
Our milk bank is providing mother's milk free of cost.
Free of cost?
Free of cost. Be it in our hospital or be it in any other hospital, the mother's milk is free of cost.
Okay.
But please don't consider that it is totally free. It is not like a mother is giving milk from there, we collect it and we give it to you. So there are a lot of processes. Whoever has invested in this milk bank is doing contribution on a day-to-day basis to help this milk bank run. So please respect it and don't waste it. It is free of cost. In India, there's a saying, when it's free, it is always abused.
Correct.
So please don't misuse the milk that you're getting from our milk bank.
So you need to, there are a lot of people and resources getting involved in the functioning of a milk bank. Who are your allies to make this work, basically?
I think I've already mentioned. So it is Sri Ramakrishna Hospital, Siddhaputhur, Coimbatore, Rotary Club of Coimbatore, Cotton City. We are having two partners, Coimbatore Parenting Network and Achindya. So all we four of us have come together. It is a day-to-day run. A mother calls at midnight, 12 o'clock that I have collected breast milk. Within another 12 hours, we are supposed to go there and collect milk. The running cost of the milk bank. So it is an ongoing process. It is not like a one-time contribution they have done. It is a day-to-day contribution that all these four teams are doing.
You did mention something about Nectar Bees when we discussed before. Can you tell, it's a nice name, Nectar Bees. Who are they and what is their role in this functioning of the human milk bank?
Yes, they are again one of the innovations of the Nectar of Life milk bank, like the Nectar ATMs. So as I told you, we are encouraging home collection. We are not demanding that every mother should come to the milk van and express. But we need to assure quality also. So once they collect the milk and keep it in their refrigerator, we need to go collect it on time, which is not feasible if only one or two people are involved. So even if we have a van, we can't be going through the entire city on a daily basis, right? So we started looking for volunteers. The first initial set of volunteers were from Rotary Club of Cotton City itself. There will be youngsters, the Rotary members, children will be there, college-going students will be there. They will be dispersed across the city. So once a mother collects the milk, we will share in a common WhatsApp group. Like for example, in Sai Baba Colony, this area, one mother has collected breast milk. So please go and collect it. So there will be a volunteer in that location exactly, for whom it will be very close by. So he will volunteer. He will be provided with, when we label them as a Nectar Bee, we'll give them basic training and they will be having this ice pack in their home all the time. They will go and collect it and they will come and deposit in our milk bank. So from the mother's home to our milk bank is what the Nectar Bees does. Nectar Bee can be anybody.
Anybody. So it's a volunteer.
A major, more than 18 years.
18 years, who knows to, no, nothing. You just have to procure
drive and he has to, that commitment. The mind. Again, it's kind.
Yeah, very nice. So, could you tell me if you will say no to a mother that we are not giving you breast milk?
It's very rude to say that.
Yeah.
But we ensure things like that the mother has got appropriate help to improve her own breastfeeding experience. So that it should not become like an easy go, my baby is crying in the night, so I want mother's breast milk. When she's giving formula, she might have a guilt. So she might think I'm giving only breast milk, right? So this should not become an easy gate.
So it should not be a luxury.
Yes. So when she comes to us, she's saying, I think my breast milk is not sufficient. We tell, whom did you seek help for? What all did you do? Let's see whether we can improve your breastfeeding experience. And then if it is still not working out and the baby is actually needing extra milk for growth or survival, then we offer breast milk.
Got it. Okay. Because see, there is one thing we see commonly as a gynecologist, I've always noted. Most mothers always, especially in the initial days, they keep complaining the milk is not sufficient, the milk is not enough and it's not sufficient for my baby. Where do I go and donate? So, and there are many concerns like, will I become weak by donating milk? Because ideally, the requirement of calories, iron, calcium is higher during lactation than during pregnancy. So many mothers have a fear sometimes, a stigma. So how do you address this, or explain to them, no, you don't become weak? And how do you, if when you face such things?
Yes, we do face, not the mothers per se, but the mothers at home. When even I myself have gone to home to collect the breast milk when we launched initially.
Okay.
So when I'm collecting the breast milk, the grandmother will be standing here. So it is an actual concern. One thing is, breastfeeding is a magic. It's like an achai patram. The more milk you take,
absolutely,
more milk will be produced. So that is scientifically proven.
That is what it is like. There are the reflex which controls this lactation is purely the number of times, the frequency. As you increase feeding, the milk production actually increases. So ideally, the more times the baby sucks and the more number of times you feed, and the intention to feed, the mind to feed actually improves as much as it is actually required for the baby. And most of the times it can be in excess. The first few days it looks very less, because only reason is required. That is what is required.
Yes.
People don't understand. It is like the first couple of days after delivery, they expect a mother to lactate like a cow, maybe have 1 liter of milk. The baby requires hardly few ml of milk in the first couple of days, basically. So this is something families have to understand during lactation. And I want to know, how many liters of milk approximately every year is being collected and used across from your milk bank?
So we launched in 2025, right? So this is 2021. So now it's 2025. We are going to complete 4 years. And in this 4 years, we have almost, we counted in ml. So we have collected around 16 lakhs ml of milk.
Wow.
16 lakhs. So it will come to around 16,000 liters of milk.
16,000 liters of milk. Wow. And all the mothers around Coimbatore zone has donated it.
Right.
So Coimbatore has to be proud of it.
Yes. I think this system, Nectar of Life, this is an ideal place. I don't know whether you would have so many like-minded people. Okay. I'm not being partial towards Coimbatore, but I think this is an ideal place to start it.
People are nice here.
Yes. If you have to set a model, this city can stand as a model.
Okay, so almost 16 lakh. So can you give us the contact details of people whom we have to, if I want to become a part of the Nectar Bee and become a volunteer to help this system work, the contact details. I think we will display it on the captions, and the helpline to reach Ramakrishna's Milk Bank Nectar of Life also will be displayed in the captions. So you can contact these people if you want to donate milk. You're a mother watching this, and or your friend who is a mother, you can share the video and they can donate milk. And as well as, if you are interested to be a part of this revolution where people are working to, as I said, the first food or the first medicine ever we receive as a human being is the mother's milk. So this is something, if you want to help people reach, you can become a Nectar Bee, and by connecting to these the contact numbers what we mentioned. So I want to give a big shout out to all the allies who have been part of this. And are there any other milk banks in Coimbatore?
Yes, there are 2 private hospitals which have a milk bank in Coimbatore. And our government medical college hospital, Coimbatore Government Medical College Hospital, has a milk bank. And we should be proud to say, in Tamil Nadu, almost all government medical colleges, district hospitals have a milk bank.
Okay.
I think we are pioneers and visionaries.
Okay. And they are usually, what they say is, the milk is available for their patients and the babies of
they have their limitations, because they have so many babies. They won't be able to channelize the milk to their baby separately and the outside babies. So they work in a different system. The milk which is available in Coimbatore Medical College will serve purely for the babies in their NICU, which is a huge number. We can't compete with them. But the purpose of our milk bank, Nectar of Life, is to make milk accessible to all babies across the city.
Wow. So I would want to know what is the vision behind this entire team which is working on this Nectar of Life Milk Bank, and the initiative of having a it doesn't make any financial sense for most hospitals to invest in a milk bank actually. Because being a doctor, I know that. And what is the vision and what is the drive that makes your full team to go all in?
I think if we quote our mission, it will look too magical or impossible, like what happens in the Avengers. Our vision is to make Coimbatore a formula-free society. So there are so many mothers, breastfeeding mothers. There are so many like-minded people. If all the mothers come together, they collect their extra milk and store it for future use. We believe that we will be able to reduce. No baby will be dependent on a formula. There will be mother's milk, tested, pasteurized human milk should be available for all babies across the city. We can be a purely breastfeeding society. And with this, we believe as we become a breastfeeding society, we also will become a better parenting society, and we will be living along with nature.
Oh, this is a very incredible vision.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, breastfeeding is just not about nutrition. It is about having immunity for the next generation. It is about building connection, and it is a language, to be more poetic, a language between a mother and baby. And I would also like to quote one story of giving or donating milk from mythology, basically, because we've always read like Lord Krishna in Mahabharata was fed by Yashoda, who was not the biological mother. Yeah. So, and this is not something new to any one of us. And similarly, the Roman mythology, if you take, the city of Rome was founded by twin brothers who were actually abandoned in the story and was raised by a she-wolf. Okay. So across the globe for centuries, there have been mythologies about, the mother feeding, which is not necessarily a biological thing, that the biological mother has to feed the child. So this has been there before.
This has been there probably. And it was their norm. It was their norm. That's why they mentioned in all their stories and
it's something called tandem feeding, right, doctor?
Yeah. Okay.
So you don't have to be a mother to protect a baby. So actually mothering is beyond biology.
Yes.
So you can donate, you can educate, you can become a Nectar Bee, you can share this episode, because every baby deserves to begin with this liquid gold, a mother's milk. So since this Mother's Day is coming, I want to wish every mother here to actually share this episode to as many people you can, which will benefit the society. But we are the vision of building Coimbatore, a breastfed society, and wishing everybody a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And I believe there is a mother in every father also. So happy Mother's Day to them also.
I just want to conclude with this. To mother is not just to birth. It is to nourish, nurture and reach out, even if the child is not your own.